Hi, I'm Dave Epstein and welcome to our June Gardener's Calendar. Let's start with the vegetable garden. One of the things I do is take the lettuce leaves that I need for the night, I pick them off, and then the plant will continue to grow until the weather gets real hot. You also want to be checking for bugs, pick off things like cucumber beetles by hand. That's a great organic way because you're not using any pesticides if you're just picking them off by hand. So really check them pretty much almost every day if you have the time for it. Another thing you should be doing is, of course, mowing your lawn. Don't cut it much under 3 inches. If you get down to under 2 inches, you start to run the risk that you're going to dry that lawn out a little bit too much. I like to side dress my tomatoes with a little bit of fertilizer during this month. They are beginning to grow quite a bit, and the side dressing does help. I use a nice organic fertilizer for that. June is the time of the year when you may need to water. And of course, if you have a water ban in effect, be aware of exactly what the water ban is. Can you hand water? Is it just a total water ban? When you do water, overhead sprinklers, a lot of the water will evaporate. So I like to use soaker hoses, which are nice and close to the ground, or drip irrigation. Water early in the morning, between about 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning is the best time to water. If you water in the evening, you tend to leave your plants moist all night, and that can promote certain diseases. I've got a blueberry bush here towards the end of the month of June. We want to cover this with netting so that the birds don't get the blueberries. June is a great month to replant your bearded irises, divide them up. What you want to do is when they're done flowering, dig them up, shake them off, cut them with a knife, cut the foliage off, and replant them. You'll be amazed at how much better they will do after you divide them. They should be divided about every 3 to 5 years. One of the key points, do not plant them too deep. You want to leave the rhizome exposed to the sun. It's the baking of the rhizome in the hot sunshine that really helps to promote those beautiful blooms. If you head over to a garden center during the month of June and you do some planting, you want to be sure that, again, you dig the holes 1.5 times the size of the root ball or the container. And also, it's very important that you're watering regularly. Now that we're into the summer months, things begin to dry out very quickly. Also, if you pick something up and you're not going to plant it for a few days, you've got to remember to water it. You will kill your plants in the container if you leave it in your driveway and don't water them every day, just like they'd be watered at your favorite nursery. And the last thing, of course, you got to weed. You got to weed your gardens, because if the weeds take over, they take valuable nutrients, valuable light, and valuable moisture. So that's one of the things that I try to do. Even if you just do it 20 minutes a day, it really does help. We want you to come back every month, every week, as a matter of fact, every day, for all of our tips, hints, and helps here at growingwisdom.com.